What up, everybody? What up? It's your man Uncanny, and y'all know what it is. You are now tuned in to another episode of the Connectz radio show. Y'all know what it is. It's my weekly talk show where we spin the hottest and unsigned independent hip hop and R&B, plus interviews with the brightest stars in the culture. And today we're bringing you another one of the brightest stars in the culture, Midwest native, St. Louis native, head of the Coalition St. Louis, one of the hottest female DJs in the game right now. Founder of the Mean Girlz Media. She goes by K-Mean. K-Mean, what's the word?
What's up? What's up? What's up? There was a lot of things said there.
Yeah, it was. I don't think I got them all either. I tried, but I don't think I got them all either, man. How you been?
I'm good. I usually don't get them all either. I
Yeah.
always after say I was like, dang, I forgot to say this, but it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good, man. Happy to have you here on the show, man. Excited to have been working with you and to continue working with you. You've been consistent for a long time. Talk to us about that consistency.
I mean, if anybody knows me, that's my number one rule. Like, if you want to do anything, first you got to do it consistently. Because
Oh, that's for sure.
anybody can do something once, but if you can keep doing it, that's how you get believers.
No, that's for sure. So talk to me a little bit about Mean Girlz. I see the drop back there. You are the founder of Mean Girlz Media. Talk to me about how that came about.
I mean, it didn't start with just me, but originally, probably like shit, 2008, nine maybe. We were doing like street team promo, like putting up posters, putting up like table tents and clubs and stuff like that. And it was me and a homegirl, Shay Ray. And then we had like some other just homegirls that was in the clubs. And a lot of times they would just say, y'all look mean. For real. Yeah, after we was done doing our job, we just was in the club sitting, doing nothing for real. And
Right.
so we wasn't partying, so people thought they were mean. And then of course with the movie and all that kind of branched into that to Mean Girls. And so in 2012, we made an actual marketing promotions company, artist development, and all
Nice. And so when you say you were street teaming, were you doing it for anybody big or was it all just kind of local promoters?
that. Well, we were interns for AMP, and so we were doing like label, like Trey Songz. We did posters for Trey Songz. Was probably the last campaign we did, but a lot of just pretty much anybody that was coming out that was doing street team from the label at
Nice.
that time, we put up posters for, and no local and major for sure.
Okay. That's dope. So how long you been DJing?
About 10 years, right around. So right around the time we started the company is when I started actually focusing because it was something I was gonna say. I always said I was gonna do. Is learning DJ, and then around the same time, I just kind of sat down and actually started practicing and doing
No, for sure. And it helps to have a DJ kind of in-house, man, because a DJ can pay no matter what.
it for sure. But really, what that wasn't really my reasoning. The approach was really that we trying to promote records for these artists we're working with, and the easiest way to approach a DJ is as a DJ. We speak their language, and they can identify with you on different levels. You can push what you're trying to do on them a little easier
For
if
sure,
you
for
y'all
sure.
already in a fellowship together.
No, that makes a ton of sense. And when you start, DJing, obviously you joined Coalition or found how did that go? Talk to me about your introduction to the Coalition DJs.
Well, I didn't. The first crew I joined was called Heat Spinner DJs, and so
Okay.
that was created by Lucky Smith from Indianapolis. Lucky and they we know me and Adam had been back and forth to Indianapolis, and I was just starting DJing, and so there were some people I knew that had a crew, so we kind of just linked up that way. And then they merged with the X Squad DJs, and so I became the X Squad DJ.
Okay.
And then during that same time, I was seeing because of traveling to Atlanta and stuff, seeing what Coalition was doing, but I was kept thinking like we need to bring one to St. Louis, and just it took some years, but my homie DJ was able to. His name is DJ. He's not a DJ,
Right.
but he was able to bring it through his relationship with DJ Funky to St. Louis, and then through some other shit that happened. Now I'm in charge of it.
Okay. And so in that role, you've definitely been putting on some nice events. I've been to a few of the New Music Thursdays, and they are fantastic events. You have a ton of talent. But what I think people aren't receiving the best is you guys give feedback immediately. And
Hmm.
I don't know if that's a format that's been around at the new music events. Obviously, the coalition has them in other cities, other markets. But I was intrigued and very interested about that part of it. Talk to me about what kind of started that and how most of the artists react.
Well, yeah, that is the general format. So, New Music Mondays, which is what they started in Atlanta. It started like as a private event where they would just have a rent out a studio space at one of the Atlanta studios, and the artists would come in and just them and the DJs would be in the room. They play the music, the DJs say whatever. And so even before I was a member, I had taken artists down there to be patrons and do that before.
Right.
So I saw what was going on. When we brought it to St. Louis, we did it that way for a few times. Then the pandemic hit, so it kind of stopped us. We did a few on Zoom, but the vibe is not the same with the Zoom.
Right.
And then we brought it back in person while we were still trying to build it up. We kind of had to tweak the format for a little while. We were doing it on Monday still to where, because one, quite frankly, we wasn't getting the participation of DJs coming out to give feedback. So we switched it to where I was kind of like interviewing the artists and playing the
Right.
music that way instead of doing the feedback. But then we switched to Thursdays once a month. It's been better to get DJs out once a month and every week. And so we were
Right.
able to go back to the original setup.
Okay. Yeah, no, and like I said, it's dope because again, you have a plethora of DJs, tastemakers, industry people, and then you have the artists perform. And like I said, the feedback, and it isn't always positive. I've been there when you guys have been real with artists. I've been there when, maybe the best things weren't said. But for the most part, the reactions I've seen of artists have kind of taken it in stride. And, how do they, how do they talk to you about that? Like, because I don't know, I'd be offended if y'all said to me, I get up there and rap, y'all be like, Candy, that was mids as hell. I'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, how does anybody inbox you after? Do people be calling your phone like, hey, Mean, I can't believe y'all did this to me? Like, does that ever happen?
Well, they never said to me directly, but I have heard whispers of people feeling like maybe we were too harsh, especially like it was a time maybe a little over under a year ago, maybe about a year ago. There was an artist who came to the Monday and didn't like how the questions I was asking him, because this was during time we were doing interviews. So after he did his performance, I had to ask to be real with him. Like, I'm looking around the room and this is going on. Explain yourself.
Right.
So afterwards, he went to a DJ who was head at the time, feeling like I dissed him or whatever. But I'm hearing people say like, "What the fuck is this?" while he performing. So I had to relay that to him. And, I mean, but usually people respect what we're doing. And for me, it's never about trying to down nobody. It's always
Right.
about empowering people to be better. Like,
For
if you're
sure.
not doing it right, hear that, receive it, and then make the move to improve.
For sure. For sure. Now, you're a proud St. Louis representative. You go other places, you wear it proudly, you talk about it. I seen you dissing the Chinese rice not too long ago down in Texas. Ain't
It
nothing
was
wrong with it,
terrible.
because y'all literally have some of the best Chinese food in the world. You know what I mean? That's not like being funny.
Yeah.
That's real rap. So I get it. But talk to us, because y'all got another big one coming, 314 Day. Y'all do it big for 314 Day. I know Mean Girlz, I know the Coalition, Dirty Boys, y'all do it big for 314 Day. Talk to us about what you got coming.
I mean, we don't have any specific events like this. Ours, of course, a bunch of our DJs are DJing things, but there's so much stuff going on this weekend over the next 3 and 4 days, leading up to the 14th, that I don't even know what I'm going to actually show up at because it's too many options. We tried to plan one after we did Mardi Gras. We tried to put one together real fast, but it didn't make sense to do it that quick.
Okay.
So we fell back on it, but I'm trying to put something together for May Day though.
Okay. So what does 314 Day mean to the area then?
It's just a celebration of St. Louis and being a St. Louisan and what that means. Whether it is the fried rice, like you say, the emo pizza, the
Right.
Red Hot Ripley's, all that, the best sodas. It's just celebrating where we from, who we are, and making sure everybody know how we feel about it.
Okay, that's what's up. So if I come for the first time, obviously it won't be my first time in St. Louis, but if I come for the first time and I'm like, K-Me, you got to take me to the food spot, where are we pulling up to?
I mean, I'm really a person where I don't like go too far out of my region for food.
Okay.
Like, I'm not somebody really like to drive 30 minutes to the other side of town for a plate of food. Like, I eat where I'm at,
Right,
so,
right.
but I guess it depends on what you're in the mood for. If you're looking for like the fried rice, like the video you saw, I took a homegirl. She's originally from Gary, but she lives in Houston. She runs the Coalition Houston chapter, and so I took her to John's, which is a very popular place in North St. Louis, on Goodfellas. That's one of the more well-known Chinese spots in the city.
Right.
But then my day-to-day, I go to Chinese Express, which is in Ferguson, around the corner from my crib.
She said,
But,
I'm at the spot with it. I ain't mad at
yeah,
you.
but
They say the
everybody
more
want
dangerous the neighborhood, the better the food. Is that true?
It's probably it's the I live by the rule that if you go into the Chinese spot and like it's not 30-year-old wallpaper on the walls,
That ain't it.
you don't need to be there.
I'm
You
with
need to
it.
be peeling wallpaper. It's dirty,
All
and
right, I'm with
an
it.
old person is taking your order.
Okay, okay.
I've
Oh
never
man.
had Panda Express in my life.
Yeah, and you ain't missing nothing. You ain't
I
missing
know
nothing.
it. Never.
Oh man. So talk to me about what it means to kind of to hold the torch and carry it for female DJs. I mean, it's been an explosion of ladies on the scene. Obviously, women have always been involved in hip hop. That's not what I'm saying. But definitely females in the DJ position have definitely become more of a forefront thing. And you, like you said, you a decade in now. So talk to me about what it's like kind of carrying the torch for female DJing.
Um, I don't know that I'm carrying any torches, but I am, doing my best to advocate for women and help women as I can to move forward with what's going on. But I don't want to say I'm carrying a torch. That might be a little much. But I
Okay,
definitely go out of my way. If somebody got questions or want help, I definitely try and help any way I can. Last year we started the Mean Girlz DJ, so I've been helping with other DJs, helping them get opportunities and do things that I'm doing because if I got a little foot in the door, there's no reason I can't pull somebody with me.
for sure. Now, do you have to be a woman to be a Mean Girls DJ?
1000%.
Okay. I'm just asking. Nah,
One
I'm just
thousand percent. Well, because it's a partnership with the Dirty Boys, and so
okay.
we've always been a tandem, Dirty
Okay.
Boys and Mean Girls. But we just never did the female DJ part till recently. We talked about it for years, but we just never actually pushed the button on it till last year.
Okay. And spell dirty. That's URTY, right?
Durrty.
Yeah, DURR. Okay. Dirty, like, that's that St. Louis. Y'all throw a lot of ers and extra,
Yeah,
R's
yeah,
in
yeah.
there. I'm not mad at
Dirty
them
Boys,
with it.
Mean Girls, Z's on both of them. Don't forget the Z.
Don't forget this. All right, I got you. So now another big thing that's coming, not just for you, but for everybody in the music industry, is South by is coming. South by
For
Southwest.
sure.
You always have a big presence down there. We've chopped it up in Texas a couple times. You've got some events going on later this week. Talk to me about it.
Well, I'm DJing and like we're doing like media interviews as Mean Girls with Texas Bred TV. They're doing a all female show on Thursday, which is called The Future's Female.
We'll
And
be
so
there.
we are, yeah, so we female DJs, female media, female artists on the whole show. I mean, they may have other media, I don't know, but that's what we doing. Myself and DJ Petty Gates, one of the Mean Girls, we're gonna DJ. I'm also taking DJ Jazzy J, one of our other Mean Girls, down with us, and she'll probably do some interviews, and we'll, tag
Nice.
team on that. Then on Friday, I got my own show that I partnered with two of my guys with. That we're doing New Energy. This 10th year we've done it. I've been a part of it probably last like 7 or 8 maybe. I think I came in at like 17.
Okay.
But yeah, we had Soho on from 12 to 6 on the 17th. We got artist showcase on the first level and media room on the second level. So this is
Okay.
the first. Usually we do Soho and it's two shows going on at once on both levels. This year we took the whole building so we can control all the motion and do two
Nice.
things at once. We had a lot of media sign up, a lot of artists. Of course, we still got some more spots for other artists if they want to get in. But Wiz Kid, I'm sorry, Wicked Films and Progress Report and some radio stations, a lot of different people coming. Midwest Connectz will
Midwest
be in the
Connect.
media room, So it's we trying something new, but I think it's gonna be good. We got a lot of response, and so we in the crunch time now. And then
Nice.
I'm really just gonna be kicking shit the rest of the weekend. I mean, there's other shit going on. I'm gonna go to the Make It in Mag thing on Saturday.
Yep.
It's some other stuff happening. That we just gonna be outside the rest of the weekend.
Moving and shaking. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And
Um,
then on Monday we'll be in Dallas for Vertigo.
For Vertigo, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't make that one. I will be down there with y'all in Austin, but I cannot make the Vertigo event. Got to go back to my real life and my 9 to 5, which
Yeah, usually I'm on the same thing, but this year I decided to make time for it because I
I
usually miss
heard
that one
that.
too.
Okay, got to move and shake proper. So one thing you guys do is you break artists and you push artists. Who are the artists that the coalition, that Mean Girls, that Dirty, who y'all pushing right
Um, I mean, it's always been for the last few years. Of course, KB 365 has been one of our priorities. With Food Nasty, and that's a tandem between Coalition, but also my another membership I have with Addicted Dopeness with County
now? Okay,
Brown, and that's another family we got going on. And then he also has another song called "Looking Like It." That's gonna be the next song after it. That was produced by my producer. We're on the beat.
okay,
So that's the investment there. Then that song "Food Nasty," of course, is a product directly of New Music Mondays.
okay.
He came and played it. I had heard it before, of course, but he came and played it for some of the DJs just as a I'm finna do this or whatever. And DJs immediately like this, so kind of fast tracked putting it out and getting the emotion for that. And so that was almost a year ago now when he introduced it, and then they started coming out shortly after that. And then in September, Yayo came and presented her song, and the DJs loved it immediately. And it's been pretty much a rotation with our DJs and other DJs in the city,
And that's
radio,
that single
streets,
was the
all that.
Whoop the Whoop single, right?
Whoop de whoop, yeah. So that's one of the main songs. Um, and then we of course have the top 10 list that
Yeah.
we've been doing the last few months, and so that's got songs that are being played and or will be played for that month with our DJs. This month we split it into two. So heat seekers meaning like songs that we're gonna be testing out, and then the priority ones that will be
Right.
the ones that's already in heavy rotation is what that one's called. So
Okay.
it's majors and indies on both lists.
No, that's dope. That's dope. And you said that's monthly. And so will it now be two lists every month, the Heat Seekers and the priority list every month?
Yeah, I
That
think
makes
so.
sense.
Yeah, because we was having trouble like splitting, having too many indies and too many majors, and then figuring out what songs need to be where. So we said maybe we should cut it into two. That one is like rising, and then another was what's already like
With the
popping.
already established. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a ton of sense, actually. So what can we look forward to? K-Mean got everything in the world going on. 2023, we're coming out of the first quarter. Obviously, March will be the end of the first quarter. What are we looking for come spring, summer, fall, winter time from the Mean Girls, from K-Mean?
My answer is always gonna be more naps, more naps. But no, like I said, I'm trying to get together. I'm trying to do a coalition weekend for May Day weekend.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
waiting on one of the things I'm trying to do. One of the events is with Frost. So I'm waiting on him to let me know about the dates if we can officially do that, and then we'll build some other stuff around it.
Hold on, wait. You said
There
with who?
are
Hold
with
on, you said Mayday with
Frostman.
who?
Frostman.
Oh, okay. Frost, my homie. I like Frost.
Yeah, so we did a May Day event last year at the Red Room at the Odds. I mean, and so I said we should probably just do it again, even though he did it with somebody else technically, but I DJ'd it, and so
Right.
I said we should just do May Day again, and then I'll build it around with the other coalition things that I want to do, or I'm
Nice.
trying to do anyway. But then there are other coalition DJs chapters that are having their anniversaries. Tennessee is having one in April. So that's why I said we'll do May, and then Chicago's supposed to do one in June.
Oh, okay.
And so the emotion with that, I'm trying to see if I can figure out going to Fleet in July, maybe.
There you go. We'll be down there.
But
Raleigh. We'll be in Raleigh for the Fleet Conference.
yeah, they've invited Patty Gates to come do media because we did the media we did in Atlanta for the coalition's overall anniversary in January. I guess people been seeing her interviewing and stuff like that, and they
Nice.
invited her out to come do it, and they trying to get her to join Fleet, but that's another conversation.
I'm saying. All right. So now we here. We've arrived. I'm a Fleet DJ. I'm a Dictator DJ. I started my own crew, the Connectz DJs. Obviously, I'm trying to get me a coalition hoodie. Who I gotta put my
I
app
know
in for?
it. Listen, the hoodies, I did not print the original one. Someone else, the previous
No,
president
that's
did,
okay. I'm
and
just
I
saying.
don't
Have
know
I
who.
have I
Really don't
seen
even know who he used because he is different and it's not regular vinyl. It's like press different. But me, I just be like, hey, if you want to press, I give niggas the logo and you go do what you want to do. Because I do not, I have enough trouble keeping up with Mean Girls hoodie orders for people. Like
right?
it's hell doing all that. But I usually just, I'm really like a spur of the moment. I just need this for this day. Let me just get it done real fast.
Right.
I'm not a bulk order kind of person, so I got to get better with that for real.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, man. Look, man, I'm trying to be a coalition DJ. Y'all don't got a Central Illinois chapter.
I'm knowing. It really, like I told you before, it wasn't really that. That is really about me. Like I said, I'm really gonna be redoing the whole roster. I just
For sure.
haven't done it yet, and so
Okay.
I don't want to add more till we figure out the people that's
What's
gonna be
going on?
gone.
Ain't that look, I'm gonna keep putting my bid in, K. I'm gonna keep putting
No,
my
I
bid
didn't
in.
forget. I'm on top of it. It's just been a lot of things going on, and I just haven't. We talked about it last night, actually, me and Real about trimming the roster. So it's still something we're trying to figure out.
Okay. No, I appreciate you. Definitely thank you for stopping by the show. You are connected and respected as always. Is there
What's
anything you
up?
want to leave with the people?
New Energy on the 17th, March 17th to the 6th at DJ K Mean on everything. Mean Girlz Media on everything. Don't forget the Z.
Y'all heard it. Don't forget.
MeanGirlzMedia.com, all that shit.
All that shit. It's all that shit. St. Louis finest, like I said, one of the torchbearers. She don't want to claim it, but I hold it down for her. One of the torchbearers, a female DJing, and of course, one of my favorites, man, the one and only K Me. Make sure y'all tap in with her on all your favorite socials. And again, you know what to do. Is it Mean Girlz Media or meangirls.com or meangirlsmedia.com?
Mean Girlz Media, meangirlsmedia.com, Mean Girlz merch, beintangible.com. Intangible is my publishing and management company. So
Okay.
those are separate things, but they're together.
Okay. And the last thing I'm gonna ask is, we got Chicken and Fries is out. It's been out. You've had burners on there. When do we get the next project?
Man, like I really been trying to figure this out because I want to do it, I really do. But at the time when I did it, I had like unlimited access to a studio to where I could, get it. But I don't have that right now, so I'm trying to figure out a place
Okay.
where I can do all of that things where it's cost effective because putting out an album and videos is expensive.
Yes, it is.
so I have songs that I like or like demos of songs that I haven't finished because I don't have the infrastructure right. So, but
Okay.
I have serious. I've been thinking about it really this week about how to get it back together. No lie.
Okay. Well, if you need some studio space, I definitely got access. I mean, it's up here in Springfield, but I got access. We can make something work. So hit my line and tap in. We'll put it together.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Appreciate you, Kay. Love, that was K Me, y'all. I told y'all one of St. Louis finest, man. All y'all got to do is tap in. We're going to keep bringing you all these crazy interviews. I got another one in just a few minutes. Remember, you can catch this and every episode of the Connectz radio show everywhere you catch your favorite podcast. That includes Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, and more. Remember, every single episode is powered by bettersblock.com, getyourbuzzup.com, midwestmixtapes.com, our new partner, straightofficial.com, the Fleet DJs, the Nerve DJs, and of course, the Midwest Connectz. Remember, if you ain't connected, you ain't respected. And we'll be back in just a few with our next interview.